It must have been a good sort of a run out after the last couple of weeks of sort of frustration to beat Connacht so convincingly.
Yeah, yes. I think we had plenty of motivation because there was a lot of wrongs we wanted to right against Connacht after the 2 weeks previously. So we obviously had a tough first 10 minutes where we kind of let them into the game and we were a bit over eager and gave away some penalties. But there was still plenty of motivation there, and we knew what we had to do to get it right. So yeah.
Okay, and yeah, you've only Friday night. Then you have a tough match coming up as well. Okay, you're back in the RDS, but playing Ulster, how do you think that one will go?
Yeah, we know the challenge Ulster presents. Their pack is very physical and they love to maul, which is a big challenge for our forward pack. So I know they won't be short of motivation after last week, and neither will we. So it should be an exciting game to be part of.
And finally, for me, do you think it's important after the loss to La Rochelle and Munster previously that these games are coming thick and fast?
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. It's great to have something to focus on, and looking back on those losses, you learn so much from them, and it's brilliant to have games to put those learnings into practice. So absolutely, the more games, the better after having tough losses like that.
Josh, you kind of went toe to toe with Ulster in the Pro14 already this year. What are you expecting Friday night from them?
Yeah, we did. That was a very tough match, and I'm sure they'll offer something similar and better, and they'll be trying to improve from last time. So we knew last time that they were a big threat in the forwards, and then their backs can also play a lot. So like all over the park, they're very big men, and they'll be hugely motivated this weekend. So it's the same again for us really, and more against them to hopefully beat them in the RDS.
And they were very consistent as well throughout that campaign. Obviously David started as well in the Rainbow Cup, but they've shown all year that they had those performances in them.
Yeah, absolutely, and we know when we come up against Ulster we have to bring our best game, and vice versa for them. So yeah, absolutely, they're a hugely consistent side, and both teams know each other very well, so it'll be a tough one.
Josh, it's Don here. Leinster have played over 60 players, and it's delivered a Pro14 title and a European Cup semi-final, and that's the upside of it. Is there a downside as an individual player over the season with so many people coming in and out of the team?
Yeah, the upside I suppose is look how competitive it is for us in week out trying to make the team. And our training sessions, to have that many players who can step up to the senior level, it makes our team so competitive and helps us to perform on the weekend. But obviously if you're not disappointed when you're not getting picked in those big games, there's probably you wouldn't be in this club. So the downside is not getting to play. Not obviously 60 players can't play in the big games, but that's this sport I suppose, and you've just got to put your hand up more and get ahead of the other lad.
Some people are saying there was a switch against Connacht at a certain point in the game because of kind of arrogant foul play by Connacht. Was there a switch in the game that turned it on?
I think we let them into it too much, and they were playing well in the first 10 minutes, but we probably gave away a few too many penalties from kind of over eagerness to go up and smash them really. But and then I suppose then we got that first try and really tried to keep the pressure on them. So from there on we tried to keep the pressure on, and not let them score again.
Okay, listen, good luck on Friday.
Thanks,
Josh.
Could I follow up in there? Question before we wrap?
We do have time for one more, yeah?
Cheers. Hi Josh, Campbell, Casey here, 42. Hope you're keeping well. I know you just had a great weekend, victory over the weekend, going back to the week prior, what was a difficult day for you guys, but I was just wondering, how much do the likes of yourself and other players actually progress and talk about a defeat like the one to La Rochelle, which everybody outside of Leinster will be talking about and offering their own solutions, including journalists, probably some of the people on this call. Like, do you pay attention to that kind of thing? Do you talk about it among yourselves, or do you compartmentalise it and just block it out until you get in from what they were feeling, or a more professional setting like that?
Well, I suppose when you're playing the game or you're in the squad for the week, you're probably your own biggest critic. So when anytime Leinster lose a game, everyone's usually disappointed, and we never want to lose. So whatever people are saying outside, in the building here, people are just as disappointed and just annoyed that we've lost. So absolutely, you're talking about it. But the best thing I think we do is you go through it and then you move on and take the learnings. You don't carry it around with you all week, which I think is a good rule to have in here. So we move on and put it into the next game, what our improvements are going to be, not carrying around a loss like that.
Was that review this time around any different to say you were disappointed last season? Like, is it much of the same thing again, as you're saying, just completely park it? Or, when there are a couple of them, and this, you don't lose many games, but when it's happened a couple of times, say in 2020, 2021, is it more difficult to process it the second time around?
Absolutely. Getting knocked out of Europe for the whole squad is usually disappointing, no matter when it is, whether it's 1 year after the other or whenever it is. So it's always going to be there, the scar, but it's just to use it, I suppose, in the correct manner. You have to wait another year or through another pre-season to get another crack at it. So you want to make sure that you're ready to go for the next one.